All right, thank you, Jim. Well, obviously you've learned and you lived it. In the capacity of being a business owner and also when I chaired a national organization of Native American businesses and tribal enterprises, a lot of my roles and responsibilities had to do this, to go testify before Congress on many of the issues that impact Indian country, whether it was before the Senate Indian Affairs Committee, whether it's for Small Business Administration. When you were called upon by the White House to give testimony or when they want your input, you've got to go there. It's important to represent. As many of the tribes that are highly successful, the billion-dollar tribes, their leader is always asked to give that input, and they've also been highly successful at it. Working with the federal agencies, that's what I did in my business. I've worked with the Indian Reservation Road Program. I worked with SBA. I worked with Federal Highway. I can name probably with the rest of the federal agencies, Department of Energy. I'm used to going face to face with them, and they know me. This will not be something new when you go to DC or when you go to local, whether it's the Bureau of Indian Affairs. Not only that I've established those relationships, long-term relationships that have gone where many of the deputy assistant secretaries and the assistant secretary where I know them today. Mr. Washburn, who's up there right now. These are people that are sitting on that cell phone over there. These are not something that are new. I will already know them. They will already know me. When you talk about state government, I've sat on different committees. I was on one of the commissioners for the state of Oklahoma film and music industry. Governor Fallon was our chair. I know her. When she went to Washington, D.C., always made a point to go by her office. I know how to work with her on both sides of the aisle. It's important because it's for the betterment of our people that I do that. I understand doing that. So if I go to the governor's office, I will be greeted by first name, not by an introduction. They'll already know who I am. And they also know that I will deliver and do what I say I'm going to do, and also I will expect the same. It's that mutual respect of working together. Local governments, just last week I was at the J.D. Cole's office. He's the mayor of Barnsdall, Oklahoma. And then I was over and talked to Tex Bayouth, and I intend on finishing up talking to the other local governments. It's important. We share this land. There's also opportunity for all of us that we can share these opportunities. Day to day, that's why we have an assistant chief. That's why we got to look at the caliber of that assistant chief, that they'll be able, I will have someone on the right hand to do it.
Well, representing our people is something I've always wanted to do. I've been representing Indian tribes for 34 years. I know how to do this. I know how to meet with the congressmen. I know how to meet with the senators. I know how to meet with the governor. I know how to meet with the lawyers. I know how to do this. I've been selected, I'm not bragging, this is a fact. I've been selected best lawyer in Oklahoma at doing this. I mean, it's just what I do. What I need is people that want to work for the Osage and make us an efficient operation back home. And that's a priority. We've got to get our talent out here into our nation, and they're all through the nation. And we've got to get them to work in our nation. And that's part of the role of the assistant chief and part of the role of the staff. I've already been working with people on how to properly manage our systems. But it takes cooperation from all the branches of government. The Congress you elect is critical in how we reorganize the Osage Nation. And we have some really good candidates. I'm going to give you a good example about how it works on representing us nationally and also locally and internally. some time ago, about 3 years, we found out that several of us were interested in the water issue. The state of Oklahoma is interested in our water for control, the water that we use for drilling. They want to come in and regulate it. So our Minerals Council is on alert. I've been interested in water, working with the other tribes for decades, and wondered, why doesn't Osage Nation pursue our water rights? So I was doing an independent effort to try to drive that through the Congress. We got together and formed a task force, and it was the Attorney General, it was the Minerals Council, the Congress, the Chief's Office, and they elected me chair. And I've been chair of that for the last 2 years. And we have done a survey, working together, of all the water in Osage County. We have it now, we just completed it. You can get it 3D, down to 600 feet. It's a remarkable project in cooperation with the United States Geological Survey. USGS and us work together hand in hand. We know we've got top-notch lawyers out of Denver who work with other tribes. We're keeping ourselves under the radar, but we're getting ready as a group to take on the fight that's coming to us, whether we like it or not. But that water and the electricity is generated out of Keystone Dam, part of that money is ours, and we're going to go get it, and that's billions of dollars.